Hey, today I want to talk to you guys about flying. There is nothing more I hate than flying. I mean, every time I step foot in a plane, I always start thinking about the pilot episode of Lost where the plane rips apart. Anytime something feels wrong, I always look over at the flight attendant's facial expressions. If they look cool, I'm calm. But God bless the day when there's turbulence and I look over and I see this. So as much as I hate flying, could you imagine getting on American Airlines and getting stuck sitting next to this guy? Yes, that is real. A stewardess took that picture because American Airlines doesn't require obese people to get 2 seats. What? I should fly American Airlines? Shut up. So anyway, the last time I flew to Florida with the whole family, for some reason, my wife and daughter and my son and I got split up. I got stuck for 5 hours sitting next to this person. Yes, that is Playboy Playmate Jessica Canizales. 5 hours. Tough flight. Tough flight. She was really nice, too. I mean, she actually knew a photographer I knew named John Neyrot. And you should check out his link in the sidebar. Guys, you'll love him. Not that I look at his website. It was so weird, too, because my son and I were taking, like, goofy pictures to the left. And to my right, I'm talking about, the grotto at the Playboy Mansion. And what was really strange is, after a while, she ended up falling asleep on my shoulder. And I was like, oh, my God, the guys aren't going to believe this. So I actually took my iPhone. I tried to take a photo of her, like, sleeping on my shoulder. I remember for one, second, I was like, what if she actually woke up right now and saw me trying to take a photo of her? I would look like such a weirdo, And I remember my son was like, Daddy, what are you doing? I'm like, don't worry. She told me looking back she wasn't happy that she posed naked. And I remember thinking to myself, I was very happy, she posed naked. So anyway, guys, I want to know, what is it about flying that you don't like? And I read all of your comments last time about embarrassing moments. There were so many. I remember reading Franny 2 TMs, where he said he had to come up with a mythical monster in school when he was 12, and he named his monster Cliporis. And Rainy Night, where she's a big fan of AC/DC, and so was her dad, and she asked him in the car, she said, Dad, do you have big balls? And finally, John B. Jornarna said, you are awesome, you're like a skinny Shay Carl. Thanks, John. Obviously, you didn't see my last video. But speaking of the Shaytards, check this out.
You guys know Chad from the Clip Critics? He has a new vlog channel. He was talking about in a previous video about he was going to work with this lady who this guy said, oh yeah, she used to be really hot back in the day. So Chad goes, works with the lady. Hey, so I heard you used to be like really hot. And she's like, yeah, I guess I used to be. It's one of those things that you say and you're like, oh, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Anyways, so I just did that in the Panda Express. We're sitting there in front of the orange chicken. The guy's sitting there scooping it up on the plates, and Suntard's like, that looks really good. Like, yeah, it does. And then Suntard goes, Dad, I want to grow up and be a cook. And so I kind of, my brain, just like as a joke, I'm like, well, Suntard, drop out of school and you can be a cook. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
yeah,
I was like,
know
no, and I didn't want to say anything because I was like on that narrow, there's this narrow line, it's like teetering line of he might not have heard me.
So that's why they're called the Shaytards. Thanks, Shay, for the shout out. Anyway, and thank you guys for all the comments, and please leave a comment again. And don't forget to subscribe. Next time, I will introduce you possibly to my kids, Jordan Tard, Jake Tard, and my wife, No Sex Tard. Oh, God. I'm dead. Between that and the picture with Jessica, oh, forget it. Blah.